All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Madison Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Xfinity Series visits the short track at Madison International. It's race number 3 of the season, and it's a little short track. High bank short track, time racing tonight, and it's a new one for us. It's a 150-lap race. Keep your fingers crossed, boys and girls. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little short track in action for you here at Madison Speedway tonight on the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series on TurnLeftTV. Gonna be a fun one. Let's get this party started.
A lot of soul.
All righty. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. I think we got a good one here for you, man. A little Buschwackers on a Friday night. These guys are in the practice session. And thanks for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. 150-lap race, race number 3 tonight. A little bit different twist here, man. Decided to give it a different look to this season and throw some different tracks in, being the winter season and everything. You know, I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League, and it should be a fun one here tonight. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Also, you want to host your website or your online store? How about some VPS hosting or shared web hosting? Those also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our service here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. You got updates of schedules, point standings, quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business. Head on over there and check us out, HighOctaneRacing.net. Let's take a look at the track here at Madison Speedway, located in Oregon, Wisconsin. Wait a minute, I thought Oregon was a state. Oh, it's also a city in Wisconsin. The town of Rutland, how about that? Wisconsin. It's a half a mile, 0.8 kilometers in length, 4 turns, of course. Banking at the turns, 18 degrees, and down the straights at 8 degrees. Pit lane is tight, and this thing's a little tough on tires, but man, what a fun little track here. Thanks to Paulo Chachalowski for getting this track out to us to race. Should be a fun one tonight. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Guys getting some laps in here. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers Series. Of course, this is the 3rd race of the season. Next week, we'll be at Phoenix. Sunny Phoenix. And then, hey, the week after that, we'll be in sunny Sonoma. Yeah, a little road course there on November the 29th, just to wear off the turkey that you just ate on Thanksgiving. Memphis International coming up on December the 6th to start the first half or the second half of that season. North Wilkesboro, man, we got a short track heavy schedule this season on December the 13th. 20th of December, Toledo Speedway, and on the 27th we got a special event. That's the Daytona International race there. Frosty 200, our annual event, Christmas event. And, we'll be giving away some prizes to the drivers. Of course, it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And then California Speedway finishing out the season on January the 3rd. Everybody will be all hungover. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and then smash that bell. You get updates of when races are going live here on TurnLeft or when I have uploaded videos to the channel. Again, thanks to all those subscribers out there, all the folks that continue to support the channel, all the folks who have been here since the very beginning. I really appreciate your support. Tons of videos there for you to watch, races. And I like doing this, man. It's a lot of fun. Been doing this for quite a number of years now. We've been looking at 5, 6, maybe even 7 years now. In one form or fashion. High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action tomorrow night. A road course. It's Daytona road course for a 35-lap race. I get out of the broadcast booth, I get in the driver's seat, and we're going to do some turning left and turning right at Daytona coming up tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's race number 3 of season number 4. That's coming up tomorrow, 9 p.m. The Saturday Night Thunder's been going on since 2001. How about that? Take a look at the standings coming into tonight's race. I think, there we go. Claudio Bardelli Jr. with a 9-point lead over Craig Marizon. Sean Jacobs sits in 3rd. Gordon Carter 4th. Arthur Vieta is 5th. You see Dennis Udichin in the 6th position. Givaldo Spindola is 7th. Eugene Fedorov 8th. Jesus Iglesias is 9th. Franco Alvarez in that 10th position. Take a look at Benor Silva leading up that second page there. Preston Hassel is 12th. Dan Richter 13th. Gaston Lacursi in his second race out tonight, but he sets 14th in points. Rafael Sullivan is 15th. Ed Palumbo is 16th. Julio Caligari is 17th. Thiago Gomez 18th. Steve Pierce 19th. And rounding out the top 20 is Gilmar Peixoto. Ready to go to the qualification session. Thanks to all those folks joining me in the chat. Looks like Givaldo joining us. Thanks to Givaldo for getting us started. Don't forget to light up that chat session if you haven't done so. Now we are headed over to the qualification session. These guys headed over to quals, man. Track position going to be pretty important here. Man, I'll tell you what, you want that front spot there because you have a tight pit road is tight here at this track. That is for sure. So these guys headed to quals. See who's going to be the first one out, huh? A little bit of a driver field here. Got some people out on out there doing some errands and not able to make it tonight. A bunch of people messaging me and said it wouldn't be able to make it. So it looks like maybe Franco Alvarez might be the first one out on the track. Take a look at Franco Alvarez, and he's been out here early, man, getting some laps in too, so you know he's going to be strong. He's out through the week too, getting some laps in. 16.918 for Franco Alvarez in that first lap. Take a look at Alexei Salviev. I think he's out here somewhere. No, Salviev to the top of the grid. As a matter of fact, he just, Alvarez back to the top of the grid. Man, it's changing, isn't it? Let's see where 72 ends up. 72 says, hey, I got one for you. 16.487 there for the 72. Alexei Salviev. The Artur Vieta in the 4 cars. It's like he's got his laps in. Things happen in a hurry, man. You almost need to do individual qualifying here. Single car qualifying. How about Craig Marizon in the 60? Oh, a little bit loose there coming off the corner. That's going to scrub off some speed. 18.884. A little work to do for Craig Marizon. How about Bardelli Jr. in a Sober Tom sponsor number 19 car? The Ford, he's a little bit loose coming off as well. How about that? 17.254 scrubbing off some speed right now, P6. Let's see where he is here for Lowe's. A little bit behind the 8 ball there in sector number 1. Dylan Thomas wants to get banned from the channel right now. Oh boy. Looks like those guys got the qual laps in, and we'll tell you why here. This is why Dylan Thomas about ready to get banned from TurnLeftTV channel right there. How about them Boilermakers? Oh boy. No. Did I get number 2 Alabama? Wow. All right. That's awesome. So congratulations to the Boilermakers. Still don't like them, but hey, there you go. So it looks like quals are over as far, well, I don't know, Raphael Sullivan might still be going out here. I'm not sure what Raphael's plan is, but we will get you the official results here in about 7 minutes or so. Again, thanks for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. And let's get this party started. All right, we have about 4 minutes left in the qualification session. These guys will be going through the drivers' meeting here very, very soon. And so the official results are not in yet, but they will be here in about 4 minutes. We'll give you the qualification results. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. We'll be back in action for race number 10. It's the final race of the season, and they'll be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What a fun track in the trucks, man. 100-lap race there on Tuesday, November the 19th. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is Atlanta Motor Speedway, the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. Also want to show you a special event we've got going on December the 27th. We'll be at Daytona International for the Frosty 200, the annual Frosty 200. I think this will be the third or the fourth year we've done it. At least the third year, maybe fourth year. Christmas special event on December the 27th. Racing will start at 9 p.m. or qualifications, 80-lap race. And it will be 200 miles. And we'll have some prizes to give away. The winner will get a $25 Steam gift card, and there'll be 2 random drawings for $25 Steam gift cards. And that is the High Octane Racing League Frosty 200. And it is a Buschwackers Series, an Xfinity Series regular season race coming up on December the 27th. Good to see Paulo Chapchalowski coming up in here in the chat session. As always, a couple minutes left in qualifying, as we will give you the official results. Just about a minute left here in officially qualification session. I want to give you the race keys tonight, man. We will go over these again as we get into warm up and just before race time, the drop of the green flag. Here, we'll take a look at this. Madison Speedway, man, tire management. This track, it's easy to overdrive the car, and corner transition really, really important. High banks here, but it's really all about getting through those corners. Manage traffic here. Not going to be a huge deal. We're going to have 11, 12 drivers here tonight. Be patient. Make good pit stops here. Pit road is really, really tight, too. So if you are pitting with somebody else, you've got to make sure that you are up on the wheel on pit lane. All right, looks like quals have ended. We'll give you the final results of the starting order here tonight. Qualification results. Alexei Salviev, how about that? A 16.487. We haven't seen Alexei out here in a while. Good to see Alexei. Franco Alvarez will start on the outside row 1. Preston Hassel inside row 2 with a 27 car at a 16.698. Gordon Carter starts in the 4th position at 56. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in P5. Artur Vieta will start 6th. Eugene Fedorov starts in the 7th position. Givaldo Spindola starts in 8th. Dennis Yurchin starts in the 9th position, and Craig Marizon will start 10th. Starting in the 11th position is Raphael Sullivan, and Gaston Lecursi will actually start in P12. He missed qualification, so he'll be in P12. And anybody else who joins us later will be 13 and on back. Paulo is saying he's doing some work here, man. He is doing some work. Look at this. He says Milwaukee Mile. We already have a Milwaukee Mile out there, brother. You doing some additions to that? These guys are restarting warm-up and giving the guys a full 10-minute warm-up session. Take a look at Eugene Fedorov joining us here tonight. Good to see Eugene in the 84. He says, wake up. So overslept on the back of the car. He's racing all the way from Russia. And I know it has got to be like 5 o'clock in the morning there. It's crazy, man. You guys are dedicated. Dedicated. Artur Vieta here in the 4, and one of our great Brazilian drivers.
Cause this is gonna be a great show. Heath Johnson saying all you need to know. We got fast cars racing, hopefully you're pacing. Are you ready for some high-speed action? Step on the gas, alright. Race fans, my heavens, my heavens. Buschwackers.
All right, we got about 6.5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Again, thanks for joining us. I've got my pick in, man. I have got my pick in. Who do you think it's going to be? Well, those people in the chat session already know. And it's going to be Franco Alvarez in this 83 car. He comes out early. He figures it out. This is the kind of track I think Franco's going to be really, really good at. I mean, he's really good at all the tracks, but I think this is something that, you got to drive it a little bit on the edge. You got to figure out how to maybe drift it a little bit, and he's really good at this stuff. And he likes this track too. So I was out here talking to him a little bit earlier, and he really, really likes this track. So keep your eye on this 83 car tonight. Preston Hassel, want to send a shout out to Preston and his Castrol sponsor machine. He helped work on this setup. Actually, he built this setup here tonight, and it's a good one, man. He's out turning some laps a little bit earlier just to kind of get an idea of where pit entry was, pit exit, all the things to be cognizant about as a driver. And so I could do the DM. Oh, right there. How about that? A little contact there with Alexei Salviev. Our good buddy here, Dennis Unichin, in the 47. He's got the bull out here tonight. The Kharkiv special. He could be a factor here tonight too, man, so keep your eye on him. It's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning for him. Been knowing Dennis for a long time, man. Really good friend. High Octane Racing League, and we will always keep him in our thoughts. He's racing in the Toyota Camry here tonight. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and the Sopratom sponsor machine. 19. So he could be a factor too. You know, he's always a factor. I shouldn't say he could be. He will be a factor here tonight. I mean, that guy's just in the hunt every race. Some tight racing, man, I tell you. Tight racing. There's going to have to be some give and take at this track. Raphael Sullivan, he's showing a lot of talent here since coming aboard here. He's racing in the 4X. Get some more races in, and he'll get a car, his own car number, and a car in the car set. Make him get some races in. I'm sure they're on board here with being a permanent racer. But he has shown really that he knows how to drive these cars, and he's a good sim racer, so a lot of hopes there for him tonight. Gaston LaCourcy out here as well, new driver for us. It's his second week out, and he's got his hands full here tonight, man, at this track. Coming out, get a little fresh short track experience. And what a way to do it here at this track. Oh, wow. Salviev. Okay, I'm always wrong. So Alexei Salviev is going to win this race tonight. Remember, I'm always wrong. Change my pick. Some say that's bad luck. It's a nail biter, that's right. Look at Craig Bearzon, one of our Michigan drivers. The 60 Magpul Dynamics sponsored Camaro. You'll get this place figured out. That guy seems to get that car up front. Behind him is Preston Hassel in the 27. Salviev is biting the fingernails. Jordan Carter going to the head, as we say. Givaldo Spindler, where's he at? There he is, 68. Never know, could be his night tonight. I tell you what, he's had that car up front quite a bit in not only this series, but also the Truck Series and the Saturday Night Thunder. His finish is getting better and better and better. And Givaldo, one of our closest friends here at High Octane Racing League. He's got about a minute left here in the warm-up session. Oh! There, Givaldo is spinning. A good chance to see if our replay's working. It gets into that outside wall there, and this is tough right here. Come off. This is a little bit of a funky corner right there, and it gets into the wall. Well, boys and girls, I got my pick in. Who was it? Franco Alvarez. This is my pick tonight. I think he might have the winning formula. So it's all over but the shouting, baby. Get ready to get the command to start the engines. And again, it is 150 laps here tonight at Madison, and it's race number 3, and it's the first time we've been here in the Buschwackers Series, and some guys will be like, I hope it's the last time. I told them I'm just trying to mix it up a little bit, give them some new tracks, different tracks to race. No harm, no foul. Some guys like it, some guys don't. We're going to please everybody, right? All right, here we go.
All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, don't forget this is Madison, baby. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster and commentator at TurnLeftTV. And the starting order here tonight. Alexi Salviev in the 72 starts in P1. Franco Alvarez starts outside row 1. Preston Hassel and Gordon Carter make up row number 2. Row number 3 will be Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Artur Vieira. Eugene Fedorov, Givaldo Spindler side by side in row number 4. Row number 5 will be Dennis Udergen and Craig Marizan. Row 6, Raphael Sullivan and Gaston Lecursi. Don't forget my keys to the race here. Well, let's see where we're at here. Race keys tonight. Tire management, man. This thing is tough on tires. It's easy to be aggressive here. Make sure you make good corner transition. Manage that traffic. Be patient here. And make good pit stops. Pit road speed is tight. Lights are out on the pace car, and keep our fingers crossed here for a good, clean start. My hopes are high, but I don't know, bro. Alexei Salviev will lead the field to take the green flag. Franco Alvarez starts outside row 1. See, Preston Hassel got a good starting position. Gordon Carter, good starting position here tonight. And the pace car driver is a little bit drunk right there as he's bobbing and weaving back and forth. And the pace car's in. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
We're off here at Madison. And already Salviev, where'd he go? Oh no. Salviev. We're going to, it looks like Salviev got kicked there in that first lap here. We're going to do a little bit of a restart for him. Wow, man, that was interesting. Of course, Alexi's racing from across the planet, so could be a little bit of a problem there. But we'll give her one more shot. My heavens, man. All that hype, and there we go. Somebody get kicked. Normally we don't do restarts here, but man, that was, not even taking the first lap here, so we're going to give him a little bit of a pass on this one. All right, these guys waiting on Alexi just a moment here. Sorry about that. It happens, man. This is rFactor 2. RF2, baby. I'm going to take a look at the schedule here real quick as we're waiting on Alexi to rejoin. Next week, we'll be at Phoenix Raceway for race number 4. Following that, first road course of the season, the only road course on the season, and that is Sonoma Raceway to finish out the first half of the season. You see, we'll be at Memphis, North Wilkesboro, Toledo, Daytona, and California Speedway in the back half of that season. Looks like we got Alexi back now. All right, one more time, baby. All that hype. Let's see if I can do it again. I don't know. Do I have just one hype in me? So we got guys from all around the world here. Alexi's racing from Russia. Franco Alvarez is from Argentina. Preston Hassel is from the United States. Gordon Carter up in Canada. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Brazil. Arthur Vieira, Brazil. Eugene Fedorov, Russia. Givaldo, Brazil. Denis Yudichin, Ukraine. Craig Marizan, United States. Raphael Sullivan, I believe he's from Brazil. And Gaston Lecursi, I'm not sure where he's from. He's a new driver for us. We'll have to find that out. So good international feel, man. I tell you what, this is what I like about sim racing. I've been able to meet so many people, especially broadcasting races too. A lot of people know, TurnLeftTV, know who I am, and know our race league. And it's really pretty cool to have this international flavor. And it really rivals some of the diversity, international flavor that you have in other types of racing, like Indy cars and GT3. Maybe even Formula One and so forth. But definitely here in our RF2, GT3, and Indy cars, it's been a great international flavor as well. I'd say we probably have some more Euro drivers in the IndyCar stuff. So it looks like we are ready to go here. We'll keep our fingers crossed for Alexei Salviev to hold his hold his connection. Lights are out on the pace car. And here we go. The pace car indicating he's coming down pit lane this time, or could be she. Explains the weaving. Just kidding. Oh boy. Here we go. Pace car's off. Here we go. Salviev to the inside. Franco Alvarez up on the outside line. Tucks in. Alvarez running in P2. Preston Hassel in third. Bardelli Jr. fourth. Gordon Carter is in fifth. Take a look at Bardelli Jr. here. He's in a little bit of a hornet's nest right now in that 19. Gordon Carter just behind him. On board here with Bardelli Jr. running behind Preston Hassel. Bardelli running in P4. Preston Hassel in third in that Edge-sponsored, Castrol Edge-sponsored number 27 car. You see a little bit loose there for the Sober Tom number 19 Ford. Raphael Sullivan early on here with the Gaston LeCourcy. Sullivan to the inside of that 4X. Gaston in the 1X up on the high side. And looks like Sullivan going to pick up that spot. LeCourcy says not so fast. And he ends up backing off. It's a tough track here, man. Hard to make passes. Take a look at Artur Vieta is running into 7th position in that 4 car. Just behind him, Eugene Fedorov running in the 84. He's running in the 8th position. Just ahead of Artur Vieta is Rivaldo Spindola. Spindola came out here early, got some laps in. Looking pretty solid here tonight. It'll be a matter of time before you see Rivaldo Spindola in victory lane. He is running in the 6th position. A little bit high there on the middle of that corner, and shrubs off a little speed. Got to stay out of that outside wall, as we saw Fedorov making some contact. Right now, Alexei Salviev is in command. 2 seconds now on Franco Alvarez. Now, Alvarez, I'll tell you what, Salviev was really downplaying his capability here in this Camry here tonight at this track, and he might have been fainting a little bit because 83, Franco Alvarez pointed it out and said, yeah, you're going to be up front, you know it, and guess what? He is. Franco Alvarez running in the 2nd position, but keep your eye on Franco. He's really good at saving those tires. Look at this, Artur Vieta closing in on Givaldo. Vieta going to the bottom line, hugging that inside wall. Looks like Givaldo might have gotten the outside wall. Down to the back of Artur Vieta's machine. Looks like the splitter scraping a little bit through the corners. Could be a way to set this car up a little bit differently to keep that from happening. Stiffen up that right front spring. Raise that ride height up a little bit. Eugene Fedorov now closing in on Givaldo. Fedorov in the 84 on the bottom side. And Fedorov's going to get by Givaldo way up on the high side. Whoa, boy, he got into the outside wall. Givaldo got into the outside wall. He is really driving the wheels off this thing right now. Craig Marizon on the bottom side. Gaston LeCourcy up on the high side. Craig Marizon to go. Boy, that 60 and the 1X there almost get together. And that 60 gets through. Givaldo, you see, he's way up on that high side. And looks like Udic's going to get by. An idea what it looks like coming out of the front of Craig Marizon's machine. Right now, Alexei Salviev in control with a 3.7 second lead in his first race back, man. I sent him a message not too long ago. It was maybe earlier this week, late last week, just asking him how he was doing. Haven't heard from him in a while, and it's great to see him back. We got a good battle here. LaCourcie and Spindola battling it out. LaCourcie in the 1X car. Givaldo up on that high side in that 68, and he has made some contact with the wall several times. LaCourcie scraping the grass there, kicking up some dust. As Givaldo, man, he threw that car into the low line, man. I thought he was going to try to do it. Oh, these guys are side by side. Great battle here. Givaldo wants that spot back, and these guys are going to be rubbing on each other here before long. They're rubbing a little paint here. LaCourcie using that outside line, but Givaldo's slinging the car on that bottom line. Holy smokes. How about this? Dennis Udichin, Craig Marizon, and Raphael Sullivan all battling. Marizon got a little bit squirrely through the corner, and Udichin gets by. Wow. Good racing here. Good tight racing. 19 laps in, and Udichin might have made some contact with the outside wall, man. I tell you what, you take your concentration off the wheel, look up in your rearview mirror, and you're in the wall. You got to be really, really careful here at Madison. Salviev now rolling up on some lap traffic. We're on board here with the race leader as he's rolling up on lap traffic. And these guys are getting a blue flag, no doubt. Got to be really careful. And you hear Salviev downshifting. Right there, downshifting. And that sets the car up, and he can get a good run off. You got to be careful spinning your tires when you're doing that. Man, he is all over the back of that 60 car right now. And he is in traffic. Fair game here as Marizon's trying to make his passes. He's not blocking, and you see Salviev gets by the 1X. Puts the 1X down one lap. LaCourcie and Spindola. Oh, man, Salviev is braving it here, isn't he? All over the back of these guys, and Salviev came here to kick ass and take names. Wow, they're going to go 3 wide. They can't do that. They cannot go 3 wide. That is not going to happen. Oh, they did for a little bit there, but Salviev wants to get through. I don't think there's any rush here for Salviev right now. He has got a 3.5-second lead, and he is pinching pretty hard. Salviev in traffic. Oh, boy. Oh, there's contact right there. Oh, man, I was afraid that was going to happen. Afraid that was going to happen, and I don't see any yellow flag out. These guys might have got it going. Nobody came all the way around. No yellow flag, but holy smokes.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And now there's a yellow flag. Now there's a yellow flag here, and I'm not sure. Go back here and take a look at this. There's contact right there. So right here, Dennis Udichin is a lap car, and Salviev really dives down pretty low. It gets into the 47 car, and there's contact there with LaCourcie. LaCourcie made contact, but that really, I don't think, was on him. There, Salviev comes around, and we're going to take a look at Udichin. What happened to Udichin here? And oh my God! Udichin jumps the wall. Did you see that? Dennis Udichin jumped the wall. Watch this. Right there, contact with a 1X, and he flies over the wall. He's in the trees. What in the world? Holy smokes, watch this. He's going to jump the wall. That's Dukes of Hazzard right there. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. How about that? On board. See if we can go on board here with Dennis Udichin flying over the wall. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That was kind of funny. Right here. Watch this. Slow-mo again. Leaves the yard, baby. Leaves the yard. Oh, my God. That was awesome. And they got a TurnLeftTV logo right there. How about that? Only on TurnLeftTV. Oh, my gosh. And we got guys on pit lane. So we're getting ready to go back green, looks like. Franco Alvarez is going to start on the inside line there. Now, it looks like Salviev is... It's like Preston Hassel is in a second position.
Green flag, go, go, go.
It looks like the now we're back to green here, and we're 3 wide again. Franco Alvarez, he says, now I'm back up front here. I'm going to show you what I'm made of. There's a Franco Alvarez in 83, the leader. See Claudio Bardelli Jr. up to the third position. We got a good battle up front with Bardelli Jr. and Preston Hassel battling it out, and we got a good battle here up front. Salviev is in second. Franco Alvarez in first. Salviev had clearly had that better car. You see him get into the wall. And there might have been some damage there from the Uterchin incident as well. And it's a good battle here as looks like Salviev had gotten a little bit into the 83 car. It's so tight. So tight here. And now Salviev down below the 83. Alexei Salviev going to reclaim the lead. And Franco Alvarez going to jump behind in that 72. In the 83 car. So now back to the lead is Salviev. Look at this. 19 and the 27. Battling it out. A couple Fords. And the 19, Sober Tom sponsor machine. As the 27 falling back to P4. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. up to the third position. Gordon Carter running in P5 in the 56 car. Good run there for Gordon Carter. We got a couple cars. Looks like they got caught up in that accident there and may have got a bogus DQ. So I'm not sure there's anything we can do about that. And apologize to Gaston LaCursi and also Givaldo Spindola. Artur Vieta. Been a quiet night for Artur, but he is running in the 6th position in that 4 car. I'm sure I'm going to hear some things back about this track here. Some guys maybe not liking it quite so much anymore, but I think it's a fun track. It's a fun track here to drive. I got out and did some laps earlier this week and then also tonight. And then I think also you got to say that it's a fun track to watch a race on as well. Raphael Sullivan closing in on Artur Vieta on board here with Raphael. Running into 7th position, 44 laps in. This laps go off, click off fast here. You're looking at it's about 17-second laps. The crowd all on their feet right now. Saloviev is the leader. Man, they had a big incident. I hope there was nobody over there in that area where Denis Judichin flew into the forest. Franco Alvarez running in 2nd behind the 72. Remember, we saw the contact there earlier with Saloviev and Judichin. Judichin driving that 47 car pretty hard, and Judichin now 3 laps down. Oh, there's contact there. And there might have been some contact. See if we can go back and take a look at this. Take a look here as Judichin on the high line. And Saloviev coming over and getting into Judichin. And Franco Alvarez here running in the 2nd position. And he is less than a second back to Alexei Saloviev. Saloviev might have a little bit of damage there. He made contact with Judichin. That's the 2nd time tonight that there has been some contact there. And I'm not sure that 47 car is extremely happy there. That bull a little bit mad. Got the horns out at 47. Eugene Fedorov in that 84 running on the high side. He is running in the 9th position, now 1 lap down. Greg Marazon running in at 60 is in the 8th position. Ooh, a little bit looser coming off the corner for the 60 car. Backpull Dynamics machine, that was a little bit loose coming off the corner. Got to be really careful here. It's a kind of a weird transition, man. You come a really high bank and you come back up onto the flat. You got about 8 degrees of banking in the corners, and it is kind of upsets the balance of the car a little bit. Makes it a little bit loose. Take Raphael Sullivan here in the 7th position. And that 4X machine. Artur just in front of him, running in P6 in the 4. That battle for the race lead is starting to tighten up a little bit. And look at that, Franco Alvarez has rolled up onto the back of the 72. Alvarez in P2. Alexei Saloviev might have a little bit of damage to that car. That thing got a little bit squirrely coming off the corner. As Alvarez now about 4 tenths back. Alvarez on board here with Salviev, particularly out of the back of his machine at Franco Alvarez. Alvarez a little bit better through the corners. He's starting to tighten it up a little bit. Can you still hear Salviev is shifting through the corners? These guys starting getting into one another here as Alvarez closing in, and that may spell good news for Claudio Bardelli Jr., who's running in the third position. And definitely the 72 is downshifting. This is another thing. Oh, man, Alvarez might have made a little contact with the back end of that 72 car. See the downshifting there is, oh, man, counter steering too, right there coming off. That downshifting may slow that car down just enough in the corners to let Alvarez pull up. And Alvarez looks like he gets a good corner exit here, using the outside line. Man, you can tell as much as Alexei Salviev is turning the wheel on that car, you can see those front tires there turning quite a bit. So he is burning those front tires up quite a bit here. And Alvarez has closed in. Good battle here for the race lead. Alexei Salviev into 72. Franco Alvarez into the back of the 72 car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Preston Hassel, Gordon Carter, and Artur Vieira. That is P3 through 6. The back of that train is Artur Vieira. Vieira into 4. And kind of quiet night here for Artur Vieira in the Camaro. Running behind Gordon Carter. Gordon Carter in that 56 starting to put a little pressure on the 27 car. And we'll keep an eye on that battle. As now the battle heating up for the race lead. Oh, it's Salviev way down to the inside. And that's going to leave the door open for Franco Alvarez. Can he pull off the pass? And Alvarez does. Alvarez to the race lead, as it looked like Salviev had gotten a little bit loose. Take a look now, our new race leader, Franco Alvarez. Let's take a look here at the replay. It looks like Salviev had gotten loose right there coming off the corner. Look at that, way down to the inside, slams that inside wall, and Franco Alvarez there to pounce. Take a look here. Franco Alvarez in that 83, and right there, and then he gets by. Not a very good shot right there, but who's the cameraman here for this here? They're just a little bit loose. And Salviev now in P2. Salviev may be on pit lane, and he is. So Salviev made a pit stop, now back out on track, I believe. He's now in the 9th position, pitting a little bit early. 72 laps in. Approaching halfway, and he is on fresh tires and jammed up behind. Some of these guys are on older tires. Salviev now finishing up his pit stop, back out on track. And Franco Alvarez is the leader. There are few drivers that could really hold a candle to the 83 on the way that he is able to change on the fly his strategy to, change the way that he drives the car through the corners. Change his strategy. He is really the best at it. And right now, running out in front, Bardelli Jr. is in the 2nd position. He's 11 seconds down, and we've had one caution flag. Take a look at Dennis Yudichin here in this 47. He has had a rough night. Flew out of the track, man. I don't know how he got that car back, but back out on track, and he is 4 laps down. Vieira, the last car on the lead lap. And good battle here, really. We got Vieira, Carter, and Hassel and Bardelli Jr. all racing there with about a second between them. Bardelli Jr. is leading that train, and he's running in the second position. Raphael Sullivan is on pit lane, or at least was, I believe. Take a look here. Go back to live, and Sullivan. Oh, no! Contact on pit lane? What's going on here? The 1X. That's LaCourcy, and he might be out of the race. And it looks like Sullivan trying to get in his pit stall. So something happened to Raphael Sullivan. Let's take a look here. This is a little bit earlier. Sullivan to the outside. This is before making a pit stop, I believe. So Raphael Sullivan, I'm not sure what happened to him, but man, there's something bad happened on pit lane. He was stuck behind that LaCourcy machine, the 1X retired machine. And what a tough break there for him. Franco Alvarez is the leader. I was hoping to be able to get that on video. We saw him behind LaCourcy, and there must have been some contact. He had trouble with the pit stall situation. And Fedorov is on pit lane. You take a look at him in the 84. You see LaCourcy is sideways on pit lane over there, and he is out of the race. It'd be nice if they just remove the car when somebody comes on pit, retires from the race. He gets DQ'd. It looks like he got DQ'd, which is kind of a bogus deal. I don't know if we were able to clear that. I don't think so, but Franco Alvarez, the leader. Claudio Bardelli Jr. second. Preston Hassel is in third. Gordon Carter fourth. Artur Vieira is in fifth. Take a look here as more contact between the 40. Oh! So Franco Alvarez is the leader. He's got a big lead, and we got a good tight battle here for P2. Sorry, we have a little communication with race control. A little bit of aggressive driving going on here, and we try to get those guys reeled back in. And I tell you what, Preston Hassel indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So the 27 indicating he's going to be making a pit stop here. And this is a little bit of a challenging pit road, a little different. 27 Castrol sponsor machine. Preston Hassel on pit lane. Good looking paint scheme. Another one of those masterpieces by Franco Alvarez. I mean, he really does do a great job. Bardelli Jr. on pit lane here in the 19. And our race leader, Franco Alvarez. Team swoop coming down pit lane. Art Vieta just behind him, and I think Franco is going to be giving up the race lead to come down pit lane. That may give Gordon Carter the race lead. Archer Vieta, I don't know. Gordon Carter is the race leader now. I believe that's how it's going to shake out. It's the 56 car, high place moving sponsor machine. Get some laps led here tonight at Madison Speedway. Interesting track. And looks like Gordon will get his laps led. So he is going to be pitting this time back. And we'll get an idea of what it's like to come down pit lane. Man, it is tight right there. At a weird angle. And on pit lane, 35 miles per hour. And Artur Vieta is our leader. Salviev is second. Alvarez third. Carter fourth. He's on pit lane. And Preston Hassel is in fifth. Looks like Craig Marizon on pit lane, and he has gotten caught a couple laps down. Right now, 3 laps down on pit lane here in the Magpul Dynamics number 60 car. Artur Vieta seems to find a way to get his car up front each and every race, man. If he doesn't have connection problems, this car is up front. Salviev is in second place. Got 4 seconds back. Vieta now diving down pit lane. And that's going to give Salviev the race lead here in the 72. 27 of Preston Hassel trying to get his lap back. Let's see where he's at. Yeah, he's 1 lap down in the 4th position. 83 Franco Alvarez behind. So a lap down car kind of sandwiched in between P1 and P2. Alvarez wants to get around Preston Hassel as quickly as he can. Hassel fair game there. I think he's trying to get around Salviev to maybe get that lap back. But I think in a sense, why race it that hard? Because you are in the lucky dog position. Going to let Alvarez go. So you can see kind of 2 sides to that story. 2 arguments to be had. And it looks like Preston Hassel got a good run there on the inside. It's going to leave the door open, I think, for Franco Alvarez on the outside line to be able to pull off this pass and now challenge Alexei Salviev. Oh, wow. And it looks like Salviev came down pit lane here in the 72. Here on lap 104. That was a pretty quick pit stop there. As the 83 now back to the race lead. Take a look at Gordon Carter running in P5 in the 56 car. On the track, he's behind Craig Marizon. Marizon is in the 8th position. And Alvarez, like I said earlier, finds a way to get this car up front. Doesn't matter where he's at. He's in the hunt. He loves this mod, the Xfinity cars. He absolutely loves it. He was talking about pre-race about how much he loved these cars, and you know what he's that means a lot, right? You know, when somebody's really excited about the mod, they're really excited about the car. You know, they feel good. They get out and run in it. They practice in it, and there you go. And that spells some dividends there for it. Preston Hassel shown in the 2nd position after making pit stop. So in the 27, good race here for Preston Hassel.
Yellow.
Oh, yellow flag. We got a yellow flag and indicating that maybe Salviev might have come around. Take a look here. Take a look at. So there's a contact, it looks like, between Salviev. Oh, and more contact. These guys have been into each other all night here. And it looks like Salviev might have got up into the wall. He slams the wall here, comes down, and then there's contact there on the 47. And there might have been some more contact on board here with Udichin. Oh, man, contact right there. And then maybe the 83 might have gotten into this as well. And we'll go on board here with the 83s. You see those guys, it looked like Salviev came across the front of the 47. And then Udichin, oh, right there. Almost into the bushes. You got to look at that. Maybe Preston Hassel came through here as there's contact there. Preston Hassel's going to sneak through. And it looked like Salviev had gotten up into the wall. Here he comes here. I mean, he had a wide exit. 47, maybe not cutting him a little any slack there, but he gets into the wall, comes across, straightens it up, and then back together.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, we're back to green. Sorry, we were doing a little bit of a discussion there. Been some disagreements here tonight, it looks like. To take away these guys' recess. That's a school term. 83, Franco Alvarez, the leader here on lap 115. And Preston Hassel running in a second position. In third is Archie Vieta, Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the fourth position, and Gordon Carter is in P5. And Franco Alvarez where he needs to be. But, I tell you what, man, is this battle off pit lane. Vieta had gotten up to P3, but now Bardelli passed Bardelli Jr. on the track. And the 19 now in the fourth position. Vieta is in third. Franco Alvarez got a clear track ahead, maybe a little contact with the wall. You see the front splitter there on the right side in the corners. Likes to hit that wall. Hit the track. You see a little bit of right there. You kind of see that front splitter a little bit on the right side. Likes to dig in a little bit. So right there. It's a new track for us, so we got to tweak the setup a little bit. Franco Alvarez, the leader. Preston Hassel has a good race here going in this Castrol Edge-sponsored Ford, running in P2. In the third position is Art Vieta. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in fourth. Gordon Carter is in fifth. Good run here for Gordon Carter. Hey, I'll tell you what, we haven't checked in on Eugene Fedorov here yet. Wake up. We overslept. Eugene Fedorov in the 84. He's running in the sixth position. 2 laps down. Gordon Carter is the first car. 1 lap down. And he is running in P5. He's in a lucky dog position. He's running behind Artur Vieta. Now Vieta running in the third position in that 4. Preston Hassel just ahead in the second position. Laps click off in a hurry here. 17-second laps. Franco Alvarez in the 83. Going to get an idea of where these guys are here as Raphael Sullivan, Dennis Uderson go by. And right there is Franco Alvarez, the race leader. You see the top 3. And actually, Craig Marizon looks like he's in that mix there. Marizon running in the 7th position. Preston Hassel have a good night here, man. He is just about 1.2 seconds back in that 27 car. Now, Craig Marizon running in the 7th position, 3 laps down in that Magpul Dynamic sponsor machine. The crowd still on their feet. I haven't seen the beer lady yet. I don't know what the heck's going on there. 128 laps ahead. Franco Alvarez, the leader. And I believe I chose him to win this race, did I not? The race isn't over yet, but I think I might have chosen him. The Mobil 1 sponsored Chevy Camaro. Battle tighten up. Gordon Carter running in the 5th position. Top 5 run there for him. Bardelli Jr. ahead in 4th. Bardelli Jr. is the last car on the lead lap in the 19. Vieta running in the 3rd position in that 4 car. Alvarez has got this race in the bag unless he does something really, really stupid here. I think he's got about 18 laps to go, although Hassel is under 2 seconds back now. Hassel might have saved his tires. Now 2 seconds, so it does look like Alvarez may have opened up that gap. Preston, good run here for Preston in that Castrol-sponsored number 27 car. Thanks to all those folks who come in and watch the stream here tonight. I have a little bit of trouble with the audio. I'm gonna have to just switch over to I've got a Yeti microphone, but I'm using my headset microphone. Sometimes that when the filters that I've got that I use an OBS. For some reason, they got to be updated, and I don't get the best of sound, so I apologize if that's the case. I'm not a professional. Just pretend to be. Haven't checked on Raphael Sullivan in a bit here. He's running in the 8th position. He's been racing pretty consistent with us. He had asked about getting a number here. We're going to let him, get through a few more races here. Maybe have Franco Alvarez throw out a Ford paint scheme for him. A lot of work to get a car painted, of course, and then also a lot of work to get it into the car set. So we try to make these guys commit to racing with us before we grant them a number and give them a paint scheme. Last thing we want to see is somebody getting doing a lot of work there, and then the guys don't come back and race. But Raphael Sullivan has been pretty consistent for us here as far as racing with us. And take a look at Alvarez now closing in on the 47. 47 going to give him a lot of room, and the 83 gets by. 47's had a pretty eventful night. He is 6 laps down in the 9th position. 140 laps in. Franco Alvarez in control, but he is starting to roll up on some lap traffic. Now Claudio Bardelli Jr., who is on the lead lap, running in the 4th position. Looking out of the back of Bardelli Jr.'s machine is Franco Alvarez, the leader. So Bardelli Jr. getting the blue flag. Oh, there Alvarez making some contact with the wall. Going to give him a lot of room, I think. No, he's not. He's going to make him earn it. Bardelli Jr. wants to stay on that lead lap. He's going to fight. That's fair game. That is fair game. And Alvarez has got the initiative there on the bottom side. He's got a fender under him. Hard to pass this Sober Top sponsor machine. And now side by side. On board here with Claudio Bardelli Jr. He is a little tight through the center. And it gives the Mobile One sponsor machine enough room to pull off that pass. And now Claudio is 1 lap down. 144 laps in, winding it down. Alvarez going to roll up on Raphael Sullivan here. So we close it in on Sullivan. Sullivan gives him a heck of a lot of room way up the track. And Franco Alvarez on his way to a victory here in race number 3 of the season. Getting by Eugene Fedorov. Fedorov moves over, gives him a lot of room. And that's racing savvy right there by Fedorov. He realizes that's going to be repaid to you someday. And he knows about that race etiquette. He's been through a few of these stock car races. .147 laps in the books. Now 148. Alvarez the leader. 2 laps to go for Franco Alvarez. It's been an eventful race, but Franco Alvarez has been able to keep his car out of trouble. He had a battle there with Salviev early, but the blimp covering it up. How about that? The blimp getting a good shot. As Franco Alvarez coming off the final corner, Franco Alvarez is going to take the victory. Here at, that's their final corner right there, at Madison. I don't know where I'm at, bro. So Franco Alvarez gets the win. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here at Madison Speedway. He was excited about this track, man. He liked this track. He likes these short tracks. He loves the mod. And here he is getting ready to burn them down right here. if we can't get a good screenshot. There we go. That's not a bad one. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win. So Alvarez literally burning it up. So congratulations to him. We'll take a look at the final results. Wow, what an interesting race. Franco Alvarez gets the win. Preston Hassel finishes in second. Archer Vieta finishes in that third position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is fourth. Gordon Carter, good top 5 run there for him in the 56. Eugene Fedorov finishes in the 6th position. Craig Marizon finishes in 7th. In 8th is Raphael Sullivan. Dennis Uderson finishes in the 9th position. Gaston LaCourcy finishes in, what we got? The 11th spot. What the hell? It's like some of those guys might have gotten DQ'd or something here. I'm not sure what's going on there, but let's refresh that. That was an interesting we're missing 10th and 12th. Salviev shown in 10th, LaCourcy 11th, and Spindola is 12th. I have no idea what's going on with the see if we can't get a little refresh and see if it fixes itself. Nope, doesn't want to do it. You gotta love RF2, man. No wonder Motorsports Games about ready to go bankrupt. We'll see if we can't get Franco Alvarez up here in the booth with us. All right, Franco Alvarez is joining us in the booth, and what in the world, that was a wild race, but how was it navigating that traffic?
I call it short track racing, man. Holy moly, that was so hard. Yeah, man, my team brought me a terrific number 83 Chevy Camaro Mobile 1, so oh man, I had to work really hard for that one.
Well, you had a pretty good battle there with Alexei Salviev in the first, say, quarter of that race, and then it seemed like all hell broke loose with the contact with. It seemed like you had a really good battle there with. I forgot to hit the button, man. Sorry. I think they get a really good battle there with Alexei Salviev early in the race, about maybe the first quarter of that race, and then all hell broke loose with Salviev and maybe Uderchin. And but you were really kind of closing in on Alexei and got around him. Man, what was the battle like there between the two of you guys?
Yeah, at the beginning of the race, he opened a big gap for me because I was saving tires. This is my first time at this track, so I had zero idea how much the tire was wearing, how much pace we lose with worn tires, so I was just learning. I learned that I didn't need to save tires. I saved a lot of tires, and he was opening and opening and opening, and I was never catching up. So on the second round, I just pushed super hard, and I managed to keep close to him and also have a great pace at the end and go by him. So I knew I didn't need to save any tires from that point on. So that was the main point of the race for me. I learned a lot there.
Well, you had a lot of lap traffic as well. Certainly through the better half of that race, the back half of that race. Was that a factor for you where you're already, saying, I've got a pretty substantial lead here. I'm not too worried about these lap car guys?
To be honest, I wasn't really worried because everybody was so respectful today, except for a couple of instances when I got some damage. But apart from that, everybody was so respectful, so pleasant to drive, so no worries about it. I was losing some time, yeah, but I had a big gap to the pack. Alexi was on a different tire strategy that I knew wasn't going to work because he will have 90 laps on his tires at the end, and also he was really tight on fuel. So I knew he wasn't an issue with a different strategy he tried.
It looked like guys sort of benefited for the most part coming onto pit lane where there wasn't a lot of packs of cars coming in at the same time. It seemed to me from my perspective, and maybe you can offer a different perspective on this, but it was really tough if guys were pitting right in front of you. Hard to get out of pit lane. How do you get stall?
At one time, I ran over the 72 mechanics because I passed him on the left side. So yeah, it was super tight, super tough. But yeah, it was super hard, man. You had to pit like really early on your box to not get caught on the guy in front. But because of you doing that, you were trapping the guy behind you. So it was a difficult decision, a difficult time. And yeah, I ran over some 72 mechanics pit today. So I'm sorry for them.
Well, I mean, mechanics are, easy come, easy go. You can get more mechanics, really, right?
I mean, you can, but there are not better mechanics than the ones on the 83 Chevrolet. So they are really good on pit stops, usually.
Yeah, so next week we're going to be at Phoenix Raceway, and I have a feeling you really like that track. So, what's the strategy going into that? I think it's a 5-turn track, man, with that dog leg being so significant.
I mean, Phoenix has been a great track for this 83 Model 1 Chevrolet the past couple of years. We have a lot of speed. We brought some really good speed there. A lot of long run speed for the 83. So I am looking forward for a race without many cautions, so we can show up all of the pace we have, because that track is really fun when you have some long run and some green flag pit stops to mix things up.
I was talking to Raphael Sullivan when he had requested a car number and so forth, suggesting that he's got to get some more races in, but he's kind of about there. Has he been in communication with you about maybe painting him a car?
I talked with him. He said he wants to paint it for himself, so I will respect his decision, but I said if he needs anything, I will help him with anything he needs.
We'll be excited to see that, and congratulations to you and the hard run here in our first race at Madison, and good luck to you the rest of the season. Good luck to you at Phoenix next week.
And I hope this is not the last time we use this track, because it was super fun both to drive and to race. So I hope we see this track many times in the future. And thank you. Expect a great race at Phoenix. I will try everything I can to be there. So I expect a lot of good racing next week, side by side.
All right. Thank you so much, man. Hey, hasta luego, my friend.
Thanks for the hard work, Heath. See ya.
See ya. That's Franco Alvarez joining us here in the booth, and another win. Always a great interview, man. He really takes this stuff seriously. He knows exactly what he wants to do throughout the course of the race. He knows what he wants to do when he goes in. He knows how to adjust. There's really not a better driver out there conveying to me and to the rest of the guys of really what that strategy is and how to implement that and how he uses that throughout the race. It's pretty incredible. He really does take this seriously, and it's not too seriously, but seriously enough that he's really thinking ahead on this stuff. But don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder, man. We'll be at Daytona Road Course tomorrow. What? Race number 3 of the season, a 35-lapper? I get out of the broadcast booth, and I'm going to go in, turn left, and turn right tomorrow night. That's right. The Saturday Night Thunder will be at Daytona Road Course for race number 3 of the season. And it's going to be a doozy, man. I'll tell you what, Daytona Road Course is a heck of a lot of fun, even in these stock cars. So I'm excited about this one. And who knows, everybody else could crash out, and I might be able to win tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and smash that bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all the supporters, all the new subscribers, all the people who have hung out and continue to hold on to TurnLeftTV. I appreciate that, man. I love it. I never really thought I'd have this many people watching the races, this many people subscribed. I always thought I was going to be about 30 or 40 subscribers at the most. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you so much for coming in and watching the race. Appreciate it, as always. We'll be back next week, and it's going to be a fun track at Phoenix. Hang in there, boys and girls. I am out of here.